Hello church, hope you're doing well today. Just want to take a few minutes just to do another devotion, another lockdown devo as it were. And this time we're in the book of Hebrews. So if you want to, the passage I'm going to be reading from is, so you have the reference, is from Hebrews 11, and it is from verse 24 to the end of verse 27 in Hebrews 11. And it talks about Moses and the faith of Moses. So let me just read to you. By faith, Moses, when he became of age, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the passing pleasures of sin, esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he looked to the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. And just a thought on Moses, and obviously chapter 11 of the book of Hebrews is the great hall of faith. It's that part of the book of Hebrews where we recall and look at all the people who have gone before us that are an encouragement to walk in faith, and those that saw great triumph, those that suffered, those that endured. And we see that expressed in all the different characters and in Hebrews 11, and it could mention so many more. And what we find is that faith's environment, faith's arena is the arena in the environment of choice. In essence, the choices we make show where our faith is at. I want to mention 4 words in this passage. Firstly, Moses refused. He refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He knew who he was. He was a child of the king, and not Pharaoh in that sense. He knew that he was God's man, and his choices was to recognize that he was God's, and he belonged to the Lord, and to live on that basis. The second word mentioned here is that choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the passing pleasures of sin. And that's a choice, isn't it? We can choose to be people in fellowship, people pursuing the things of the Lord rather than just the things of the world or the things of self-interest. The third word is the word esteem. It means to value. He esteemed the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures of Egypt. What an amazing statement, that his view of Jesus was that he was enough, so much more than perhaps all the things that were available to him in the position that he had potentially as a part of Pharaoh's family. And the fourth word is that he endured, seeing him who is invisible. Simply, he kept going. There were so many difficult things that surrounded the early life of Moses. And he endured, he kept going, seeing him who is invisible. Simply keeping our eyes on Christ helps us endure. So be blessed today and live for the Lord. Remember the Lord who is great and mighty.